Alright guys, alright. We have another patch for the Wave 1 PTU. So this is the R patch. So it's been released to the PTU and is available to test. Now, they have also gone through and asked people who do have time to do a quick survey, which just lets them know what's fixed and what's not fixed. So we'll talk about that in a sec. And then we'll go through it and after we do the patch notes. So it is Wave 1. It is US servers only. Database reset. Yes. Long-term persistence enabled. Purge copied enabled. Testing focus is salvage. Platform assault on Orison. I still haven't done that yet. Security post Korea. Still haven't done that either. Courier delivery missions. Sandbox prison activities. Drake Vulture. Sand caves. Daymar crash sites. Stanton racetrack locations. Great Cat PTV. New rivers. There's apparently 40 new rivers on Hurston and Microtech. Okay. I did keep an eye out when I was flying around, but I couldn't see any. Additional derelict outposts, restricted areas version 3, and Arena Commander quality of life. Known issues. Pay fine button can be pressed an indefinite amount of time and will start subtracting the ECU. Oh. Each activation. Press it once and then leave the terminal to avoid unneeded charges. Right, gotcha. Items appear not to be removed from the player's inventory when they sell them or hand them into a kiosk. Location, Daymar. Walking near this hill where the crypt can potentially kill or wound players. Inventory. Equipped gear can be lost when player dies in armistice zones. Yeah, notice that one. Scanning, not showing advanced statistics and details. Multi-locations, elevators, doors open mid-transit. I haven't seen that, actually, to be honest. Merlin will not undock from the constellation. Star Runner only has 6 SCU of cargo. Stanton vehicles features Reclaimer has no rear elevator interaction. Stanton vehicle feature hitbox desync. Vehicles do not take damage when attacked at a certain part of its hull. External inventory. Loot boxes will eventually load indefinitely. Transit elevators and trams are jittery. UI vehicle HUD. It's possible for the vehicle HUD to vanish for the player during flight. I've had that. It's not just the vehicle HUD. It's all HUDs. Variant only. Weapons. Multi-tool variants display healing info. Orison mission content, AI are stuck at HMRA and BWDG, and inventory loot boxes will disappear upon approach. So feature updates, they have given a balance pass on the Drake Corsair and the Cutter fuel tanks, holds and fuel intakes, and they have also made further client, server and network performance improvements. And Shard ID will now continue to display when using display session info 1. Cool. Bug fixes. So this is the important stuff. So vehicle UI, Mobiglass, VMA. Some ships in the VMA show empty system components even if they exist. Stanton vehicle UI, various vehicles are displaying missing or empty weapons from their loadouts. So apparently that's been fixed. Bed logouts disconnect error 3009. Remote disconnection fail to spawn vehicle on normal logout. Apparently that's been fixed. They've also apparently fixed Grim Hex. Flying towards Hex can result in hitting an invisible wall that forces your ship to yaw to a different degree. Also, there's a physics change direction 180, and burn causes jerk of the ship. So if you flip and burn, it apparently causes your ship to jerk. Vehicle VMA self-destruct cancelled. Plays when entering and exiting armistice zones. I have noticed that. It is quite disconcerting the first few times. The ability to repair surfaces does not persist after logout. Equip all will not equip available slots. Now apparently that's been fixed as well. Players that accept lawful bounty hunter contracts with Crime Stat 1 will instantly fail. It's been fixed. Multiple locations. The refinery shops at several H&R stations are missing many of items for sale. Has been fixed. Collision physics outside of POI locations, all surface buildings are missing collision around ArcCorp, which has been fixed. So the Reclaimer VTOL engines, landing gear, detach when taking damage rather than passing damage to the body. Apparently it's been fixed. The Greycat multi-tool RMC canister tractor beam attachment, unable to use the tractor beam attachment when the RMC canister is attached. It's been fixed. The Drake Corsair, there's geometry clipping through the ceiling in the component room of the Corsair, has been fixed. The Cutlass Blue variant, soft death. When the vehicle enters soft death, gravity remains inside the ship. Apparently that's been fixed. The Drake Buccaneer, engines of the Drake Buccaneer are displaying blank text, apparently white, has been fixed. The active feature, player status. Administrating Rosapan raises the player BDL to the point they have a dose. Apparently that's been fixed. The Mobiglass, the Delphi tab is almost completely transparent, making its information unperceivable. It's been fixed, apparently. The exosuit and variances have textures that appear matte and bright. It's been fixed, apparently. Overlord core armor set shows as red in the inventory HUD, but are different colors on the player. Yeah, I noticed that. Because I actually went through and brought that armor for the machinima, and yeah, I noticed they're all the same. Yeah. Apparently that's been fixed, and the touchstone optics and others have no crosshair, which has also apparently been fixed. There was 6 client crashes, 8 server crashes, and a back-end server crash fix as well. So, I'm not sure what it's like. It's only just come out. I haven't had a chance to play it. Like, the message only went up 19 minutes ago. My problem with the 3.18 and trying to play it is not anything they've really mentioned here. My problems with it is your inventory constantly trying to load and that infinite loading bug. And that's one of the big problems I have. And also not being able to equip or unequip equipment. For example, armor or undersuits or whatever. It was always locking you into what you equip. So if you wanted to change your armor or something like that later down the line, you couldn't because it just wouldn't allow you to move it. They were the big ones for me. All this other stuff I didn't really notice too much. Oh, and the UI HUD. The UI HUD disappearing. That sucks. I was watching Salty Mike's video earlier today where he was actually playing. He had a whole bunch of salvage and went to sell it, and then the HUD bug came and he was not able to sell the salvage gear because he had to log out back to the menu to reset the HUD, and once he did that, he then lost all the RMC. So stuff like that, that's the big things for me. And obviously that'll be the thing I'll be going through and test to see if it works. But guys, apart from that, let us know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. I'm about to go and try the patch myself. I have downloaded it, I believe. Yep, we're ready to go. But guys, yeah, look, apart from that, let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section. Obviously, this video has been helpful. Please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, we'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.